Western Conference NBA playoffs. Round 1 continues. The Spurs, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Golden State Warriors. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now, Golden State's starting 5. They've got Stephon Castle. Banchero is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Bridges, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Antonio, Gilbert Arenas is out there with Edwards, and it's Durant. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Carter in at the 4. And the Warriors start out with the ball. Outside Leonard. Here's Banchero for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motion.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Back to Castle from deep three-point land. Carter pulls it in.
Oh, okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Edwards kicks to KD. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
Castle was screen on Arenas. Pass to Chamberlain. Just 4 to shoot. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Carter.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. In the corner, it's Bridges. Some nice passing by Golden State. Down low. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Durant just inside the line. Drops one in from the wing.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Banchero. Sinks the triple.
An important part of Banchero's game, the ability to hit that three.
Carter outside. Edwards against Bridges. A baseline J. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, impressive play in the paint.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move off the spot, and no one has the height that chances a shot at its point of release.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. And so Edwards will bring it up for San Antonio. Carter outside. Back to Edwards. Carter with a screen on Bridges to the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's just a strong take by Wendell Carter Jr. playing with some fire tonight.
First personal foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Wendell Carter Jr. shooting one.
One shot.
That's good from Carter. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Back to Castle. Pass to Banchero. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio leading by 3. Fires from deep. And Kevin Durant good for 3. KD's got 5 now.
Well, Durant takes a hard shot and makes it look so easy.
Bridges outside. Chamberlain with it. Here's Castle. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Carter outside. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Carter to the middle. And stolen by Leonard. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Stolen by Carter. Arenas against Chamberlain. Right side, Edwards. That one doesn't drop. Great defense that time from Banchero. Now Castle. Still without a basket. Bridges passes to Banchero. 6 to shoot. Pass to Castle. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Jared McCain's checked in for Wendell Carter. The Warriors also with a sub. Carter's checked in. On defense, the Spurs. And Caro outside. And it's sent back by KD.
The verticality that KD possesses, it helps him erase that shot at the rim.
Leonard against Edwards. And stolen by Chamberlain. Inside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Arenas. Nothing on the board. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Chamberlain. And it's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Arenas.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Chamberlain against Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Castle misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Outside Edwards. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Arenas can't hit. Warriors trail by 6. To the inside. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 5.
And Banchero muscling through all that contact.
San Antonio's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Wembanyama outside. Shot clock at 6. Out to Edwards. Misses the 3. The Warriors shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Banchero outside. Here's Castle. Still yet to score. That's the 3 fly. And it's Banchero missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
KD passes to Edwards. Arenas against Leonard. Left side Arenas. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And he's got all the moves. Arenas not afraid to get inside.
Outside Leonard. Here's Chamberlain. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Edwards. Pass to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. And now an 8-point San Antonio lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Here's Castle. After the made shot from KD. Out to Carter. Pass to Castle. That 3 off the mark.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And it's Durant missing. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
And Chamberlain gets it to go.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Arenas kicks to KD. Pass to Edwards. On the wing, Arenas. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Carter. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Arenas. Defended by Carter. And he lays it straight in. Arenas has got his second basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, we've got Williams, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Stephon Castle. And there's Porzingis and Murray Boyles in at the 4 slot. Now here's Arenas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Carter's checked in. And both free throws good for Arenas.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Castle finds Williams. Porzingis with a screen on Jackson. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Fudge. He has yet to score.
You have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Here's the screen. Pass to Murray Boyle. Driving in. And he banks in the layup.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
San Antonio leading by 7. Outside Arenas. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Castle. Carter looking around. To the wing on the left. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside Arenas. A floater, and the layup is up and in. Arenas has got 11.
Just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
Carter outside. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. 8 feet away. Count that one. Porzingis has got his first basket of the night.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. checked in for San Antonio. Kevin Durant comes in for Jackson. And then for Golden State, Banchero comes in for Williams. And it's Bridges in for Carter. Here's Arenas. 11 points in the game. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Takes it inside, and he comes up with the deuce. Arenas has got 13.
It's fun to just watch Arenas play. He's electric, has his own style, and what an explosive play right there.
Now, here's Banchero. 5 points in the game. Here's Porzingis. Takes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly froze inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Arenas. McCain sends a screen for Arenas.
Murray Boyle. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Four on the shot clock. Fires away from outside.
Scrappy on defense. Bridges is hard-nosed on that side of the ball.
Banchero looking around. Porzingis kicks to Banchero. Porzingis sets the pick for Banchero. San Antonio with the rebound. Carter with a screen on Castle. Down low. And then Carter with the jam.
Now pick and roll. Carter does a great job of positioning himself for catch and finish opportunities.
Outside, Porzingis. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Castle. 3-pointers off the mark.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Durant, the pass to Arenas. Carter against Porzingis. Fudge. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Fudge has got the lead up to 11 now for San Antonio. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Durant against Banchero. Nice shot by Porzingis.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. He's checked in for the Spurs. Miles McBride comes in for Gilbert Arenas. Chamberlain's checked in for Golden State. Porter comes in for Castle. Outside Edwards. McCain against Porter. Pass to KD. Porzingis with the block.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
And that one's good by Chamberlain.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Carter, he's checked in for Porter.
Third team foul. Warrior substitution. Number 22, Devin Conway.
San Antonio with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Carter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
And the defense searching for answers on how to stop Carter Jr. inside results in a foul there.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Warriors. Trailing here by 8. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Chamberlain. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. It's on Porzingis, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Kevin Durant, shooting one.
One shot.
Free throw drops for KD.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
To the middle, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's McBride. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to McCain. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors trail by 7. There's the lob to Bridges. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Pass to Chamberlain. Now here is Carter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Spurs leading by 6. Outside Edwards. And here's Carter. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got his 4th assist in this one.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Carter with the screen. And Carroll passes to Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
Here's McBride. No scoring in this one. Edwards with it. Picked up by Banchero. Here's KD. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
1:10 left in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Carter outside. And they recover. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. Arenas comes in for Jared McCain. Golden State also making some changes. Leonard comes in for Porzingis. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Carter. San Antonio leading by 5. Up top, Edwards. Defended by Bridges. Bridges with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Durant finishing it off in transition.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Leonard finds Bankero. Golden State moving it around. Chamberlain, no good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Wembanyama passes to Edwards. With 1 on the clock, Chamberlain with the block. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for San Antonio. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Welcome in, everybody. Game 2, and it's looking pretty good right now for the San Antonio Spurs.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots they feel confident about. If they don't feel confident, they make the next pass.
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. They're trying to even the series at 1 apiece. Kenny, how critical is this win for them?
You might say it's still early, but you don't want to drop 2 in a row on your home court now.
I agree. They've already lost home court advantage. Don't want to dig that hole any deeper.
And that would be deep, just like your analysis is from time to time, guys. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
With you again as our round 1 coverage continues. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Wendell Carter is out there with Durant. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. And it's Edwards in at the 2. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Now, here's Bankero. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Pass to Chamberlain. Kicks it out to Bankero. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Bankero's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Warriors. Arenas passes to Wembanyama. Now Kevin Durant. A powerful flush by Durant.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Outside Leonard. Out to the wing. Here's Chamberlain, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Edwards. Still scoreless.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falls.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And Durant gets it to go.
Well, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Chamberlain. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Bridges. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Shoots from the line. Edwards can't hit.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without it.
Chamberlain with a screen on Cook. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Okay, showing some point forward skills there. Banchero, nice find in that pick and roll.
Outside, KD. Outside, Edwards. Wembanyama, a screen on Bridges. Wembanyama outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got assist number 7 for him tonight. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Castle. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Banchero, a screen on Edwards. Here's Bridges. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Edwards against Bridges. And Wembanyama outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Castle with it. Scoreless thus far. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's over in the corner. Edwards. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Chamberlain. Now Castle. Bridges sets the screen for Castle. And stolen by Wembanyama. To the paint. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now, here's Banchero. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Clock at 4. Pass to Bridges. Here's Banchero. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Banchero's got 10 points.
And using the entire clock there, Banchero able to deliver.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Castle. He lobs it up and stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Arenas. Over Bridges, and it's Arenas that time on the assist by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 assists in the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for San Antonio.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Jared McCain's checked in for Cook. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
Outside, KD. Wembanyama outside. And here's Arenas outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Castle. Porzingis knocking it over. 5 on the clock from the baseline. Chamberlain's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 8. Edwards finds KD. Wembanyama down low. Chamberlain on him. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Castle. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Will Chamberlain picks one up. For San Antonio, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Anthony Edwards, shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
An already legendary trash talker and fiery competitor, Edwards' hunger to win and be an all-time great is admirable.
He hits both from the stripe.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Outside Leonard. Leonard forces it through inside.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
And here's Arenas. 15 points in the game. Wembanyama high post. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Nobody's stopping Kawhi on that break.
And you gotta love how hard Leonard works to support the team. He's right where they need him to finish there on that break.
Arenas kicks to Edwards. Hudson coming off an assist from Arenas. Edwards got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Spurs. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from Coach is simple. Stop him.
look now for San Antonio. Fudge is checked in, and it's Jackson in for Kevin Durant. Then for the Warriors, Williams is checked in for Banchero, and it's Carter in for Leonard. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Jackson against Porzingis. Clock at 6. There's Williams with the 3. And McCain pulls it down. San Antonio leading by 9. They set the pick. Pass to Fudge. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
San Antonio's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here is Edwards. Arenas a screen on Williams. Edwards against Williams. Edwards, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 9-point game. Pass to Castle. And again, no good by Golden State.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Porzingis with the steal. Now Castle. Now here's Porzingis. Carter for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Spurs up 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through contact. Passes sharp. And the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up the easy ones down here, right?
I can tell that he wants his team to be precise with their decision-making.
Kevin, he's aware of just how special they are when they play smart and play together.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. So with Leonard on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Bridges, also Carter out there, Banchero out there with Porzingis, and Murray Boyles in at the 4 spot. No good on that one.
And the top pick in the 2022 draft, Paolo Banchero excels with the ball in his hands as a playmaker or finisher.
Good on the second free throw. Spurs leading by 8. McBride with the ball. Carter outside. KD passes the Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Here's Murray Boyle. Stolen by Durant. McCain with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. McCain against Carter. Bounce pass from McCain. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from KD. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
And there's another turnover by the Warriors. San Antonio making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Spurs leading by 10. Now McBride. It's McCain on the wing. Carter sets the pick for Durant. Inside. And then Carter with the jam.
Using the pick nicely. Durant able to find the open man.
Warriors trail by 12. And Caro outside. Porzingis with a screen on Jackson. Here's Banchero for three. Pass to Murray Boyle. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land. That shot missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And here's Carter. Here's Murray Boyle. Kicks it out to Banchero. Offensive rebound. Carter uses the glass to finish the layup.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's McBride, defended by Bridges. And finished off by KD.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Carter kicks to Banchero. Porzingis passes to Carter. Not as good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Bridges.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
McCain with the ball, defended by Carter. Here's McCain. Outside Jackson. Over Banchero. Jackson misses. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Carter. Now Banchero. McCain defending. Bridges outside. And the lead is down inside single digits. Bridges has got 9 points here in the second half. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Some changes here for the Spurs. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Durant. Edwards comes in for Jackson. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Miles McBride. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. McCain with the ball. Castle covering. Here's Arenas. Bridges with some nice defense. Warriors trail by 7. Castle with it. Porzingis with a screen on McCain. Pass to Chamberlain. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
McCain with the ball. Castle covering. Carter at the elbow. And then Carter with the dunk.
inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Castle. And a miss there on the triple.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Bridges. He's covered by Arenas. From downtown, it's hauled in by Edwards. San Antonio leading by 9. Wembanyama. Porzingis with the steal. Nobody near Leonard. Drills the three-pointer.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Edwards against Leonard. Edwards can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Gas to Castle. Back to Leonard. Chamberlain with a screen on Edwards. There's the lob to the hoop. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
Oh, here's Edwards. That clock's nice speed that time from Wembanyama. That's 10 points for Anthony Edwards. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Durant's checked in for the Spurs. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Golden State. Now Castle. Pass to Leonard. The shot's good. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Showing no hesitation, and in a huge moment, Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Outside, Wembanyama. Here's Edwards. Bridges with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Wembanyama, a screen on Castle. Got a piece of it. Pushing it up. To tie it up. Buries the jumper.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now here's Arenas. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges with the rebound. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on an 18-6 run.
And that's That's too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that place.
Chamberlain with the block. Banchero with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Got it to go.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Castle against Arenas. Wembanyama sets a screen for Edwards. Buries the deep ball.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
The rejection by Wembanyama. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Arenas against Castle. Arenas attacking. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. Does not go.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Durant, he puts in the chain.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
They trail by 1. Here's Castle. Now, here's Chamberlain. Puts it up from 12. No good there.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstated. I agree with you. I mean, going down too low would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.